I'm not sure if I would say the holiday tradition is weird, but we all go, my whole family goes to church on Christmas Eve. And they have big tubs set out at the church with candles inside of them. Everybody that goes into the church grabs a candle and you hold it throughout the entire church, all the way to the very end. And at the end of church, they turn off all the lights in the whole building. And then slowly, including kids, they slowly light up all of the candles. And once the whole entire church is lit up, everybody starts singing "This Little Light of Mine, I'm Gonna Let It Shine," and then everybody starts swaying their candles back and forth.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. Hey, Vanessa, what's your weird or wacky holiday tradition?
Well, for us Italians, we all get together at my grandma's house around Christmas time and have a big cannoli day. So we make cannolis from scratch and disperse them between the families.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
It's a Southern tradition that stems from, well, I'm not sure if it's the actual story. It might have been made up after the fact. But according to my grandma, that during the Civil War, or the Northern War of Aggression is what she always called it, the Union soldiers, when they were going through parts of the South, they would pillage all of the food storage. And so a lot of people, they didn't have food to survive. And so one of the things that they left behind were black-eyed peas and salted pork, because it was believed those were food for animals, and so they wanted to keep the food for the livestock, so they weren't interested in that food. And from there, it was said that the people survived off of those black-eyed peas and then some kind of salted pork. Now people use like bacon or something to season it, but the black-eyed peas since then have been a symbol of good luck. So we eat them every year for good luck.
That's awesome. All right, Linda, what's your unique or fun holiday tradition?
So my dad's family is Italian, and I usually spend Thanksgiving and Christmas with his side since they all live in New York, where I'm from. So unlike most American families, every Thanksgiving and Christmas we always have lasagna. Not to say that we don't have turkey and mashed potatoes, and then for Christmas roast beef and all the traditional holiday foods, but on top of that, lasagna is an absolute staple. And my Uncle Dave is generally the one to make it, and he makes a giant vat of it, and then about halfway through Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner, he takes a lap around whoever's house we're at and harasses every single person and tells them that they didn't take enough lasagna, and he carries the vat of lasagna around with him and goes, "I don't see enough lasagna on their plate," and takes a spoonful and shovels more lasagna onto their plate.
That sounds delicious. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So as a Hayes tradition at Christmas time, we have a elf on the shelf that we put around our house, like tradition. But since my kids are older and they're grown and they're out of the house, we take that elf and we put them in any locations that we would think fun to take a picture and send them as a text daily before Christmas. So they really get a kick out of it, and they're sometimes a little inappropriate, but most of the times they're just good fun.
Great.
So for our holiday traditions, every Thanksgiving our whole family gets together, and that's about 70 people, and we go to the desert and we camp all weekend. We don't do any Black Friday shopping, and on top of that we do about 3 turkeys, 2 hams, and celebrate the whole time together and watch movies on big screen TVs.
Alright, for our Christmas family tradition, we chop up the leftover Christmas tree from the year before and burn it on every Christmas as a sign of good faith for the new year.
Great. Thank you so much.
My holiday tradition is to throw a cookie decorating party. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to invite your kids' friends over and their moms. And what I do is I buy a whole bunch of cookies in different shapes. I put food coloring in pre-made frosting, so it's super easy. And then I buy tons of sprinkles and candies, you know, all the good stuff. I put everything out on a table. Everybody sits down, they grab their cookies, and they just start decorating. And of course, they start eating the cookies. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to invite people over for the holidays, and it's easy, and there's no pressure, and it's just a great time for everybody.